Okay, Entertainerheads, it's Friday evening, and it's actually almost 7. Well, because of the daylight savings, it's still daylight out here, and I'm still trying to get used to the new hours of the daylight savings, and I really hate that, having to go through that year after year. It's been like this here in Indiana since 2006, since they passed the daylight savings in the state for the first time in like a long time. I don't remember how long. Anyway, a few weeks ago, I was doing a vlog about the flooding here in my city, and you can tell that the water had gone down significantly. And over here, just a few weeks ago, this was flooded, and I couldn't walk here. So, walk here at this point on the river walk. Well, a few weeks ago, it was more like the water walk, or the river swim, or the water swim, or whatever. Anywho. Well, there's a little bit of an island park that's flooded a little bit, but pretty much all of the water has gone down on the island, except for maybe on some of the walkways around the edges of the island, like over there where the geese are. I'm going to zoom in for you. Like right over there, a little bit of water still. And there's still that new aquatic center that's going up in the background here. And I'm on my way to John Homan's Wordplay, and I will pick up the vlog from there.
Long as the road you know. Well, it runs from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Down to the Gulf of Mexico. You can mistreat me here now, baby. Won't you keep your arms around me till my love comes down? So when I leave home, there won't be no more goodbyes. I walk 61 highway till I'm down in my knees. Yes.
Stumble sometimes, I could just gouge them out. They are yours to take away, and the same goes for these ears. Despite all of that audible poison, my God, what a blessing it is to simply hear and listen. He's never let me go hungry. I've always had a bed upon which to lay, and for my feet, a pair of shoes. My ability to walk, that's all him too, but as for my direction, that's for me to choose. And that's for me to mess up if I ever leave him out. But he always brings me right back to life while letting me take that next breath. And for this one, I can't think of a better use. Oh, thanks be to God for you.
Little Japanese wrapping cloths, and this particular series features this little kitty. His name is Tama, and it's different seasons, so I just think it's pretty. And the two that I'm going to read tonight, the only thing they have in common is spring. And I use the term very loosely. The first poem I will read is called Dr. Blank. 213, Spring. The office of Dr. Blank, DDS. Overlooking the park and the zoo. The office closes Tuesdays, weekends too. Dr. Blank, I imagined you, holding a Tommy gun. Wearing an old-fashioned double-breasted dentist coat with a high menacing collar all the way up to your chin. You dye most of your waving stark white hair black, but leave a single thick white devil's lock in the front. It looks a little intimidating.
Satisfied, you lower it down and continue stitching. We talk over tea. Thin-lipped china cups carefully arranged on the table in front of us. I speak across to you with voice raised. unloading my urgent questions and tearful complaints to you. I have so much to tell you. And you lean your ear closer, making a microphone out of your eardrum to amplify my voice, still not sure you hear a word that I say, but you smile at me with your kind eyes. And it really doesn't matter. I can tell you are grateful for the visit, and warmth flows over my racing mind. Sophia of Wisdom, you are full-figured with big breasts. Every little one wants to snuggle up on your lap because the warmth radiates from your soft skin and gentle gaze. Even the most timid child leaps into your pudgy arms to be cradled to sleep, back and forth, back and forth. You are a lullaby. Rock me again in your treetop chair because your cradle won't fall and break like all the other ones do.
Word. And even then I'm tiptoeing because I'm not exactly growing to be so self-assured. Because I'll never be picked first in basketball. I can't see a thing walking through a crowded hall, and sometimes, I'll admit, I gotta use that kid-sized urinal stall. And though I may never reach the top kitchen shelf, and I might be called names like midget and shorty and shrimp and elf, I'm starting to like my sense of self. And though I may never jam and lift my hands above where the basket is, as my mom always told me, dynamite comes in small packages. And truth be told, the real fact is that I believe that the meek will inherit the earth, and that the weak will shame the strong, and that I am a mustard seed baby, and I'm moving mountains all day long. Yes, I will be David in the face of a giant. I will be Daniel in the den of the lions, feeble and yet firm in a fearless defiance. And so this one is for the little guy who's got more bark than he's got bite, yet he will stand and fight the fight. This one is for the little guy who was always picked last, because the last is surpassed when the last won't be least, and the best become beast, and the fast become feast, and all those fasts will turn into feasts. And this one is for all those little kids at theme parks that have to hear, well, maybe you'll be tall enough for this ride next year. And this is for the guy who had to sit back seat, middle, foot on the hump on every single car ride. This is for the guy who had to severely limit his options of girls he could take to a school dance based primarily on his height. Otherwise, his date would complain that she couldn't wear heels that night. So, inside of these trite tribulations, and despite debilitations, inciting indignations inside of this tried creation, I make no hesitation to reclaim restoration and a little liberation for the underdog's salvation. So, if you're small and you're proud, stand up with me right now. Because you're not blocking anyone's view here anyhow. When she was drowning, and now she's 12 steps from leaving you and 12 steps away from me. It's hard not to think that she's choosing you over me. I wish that I was angrier at her. But somehow, I think I understand what it's like for the only thing you really want to be the only thing that destroys you over and over and over. And with her, they call it an addiction, but with me, they just call it love. Yeah. Sing me anything tonight. I'm so tired that I can't sleep sonatas, and I ache arpeggios and the sharp staccatos of my soul. They say, be natural or you'll go out of tune, but you're so out of my range. Let's cut time, but pianissimo, child. You must not wake the bass clef. And then we'll fly forte on the wings of dawn until the overture is undergone, and though it won't be legato, we've got the vibrato. To major the mode and tune in the tone. So I'll consider the cadence with adagio patience. And I won't forget to hold this song in my heart. So sing me anything tonight. I'm so tired, yet you hold me like a fermata. And you sing me this cantata as we drift caminando. They tell me, hold the note and just let it ring, but I wait on your pitch. We're singing new octaves now, dolcissimo, child, because we found a new serenade. And I'll be up on the downbeat for the sun to rise, and the keys will change and we'll hit those highs. When the only guide is the melody. Through this three-part harmony as we fight the flats and destroy the dissonance. So please, ignore my falsettos as we wind through intermezzos, and I won't forget to hold this song in my heart.
All right.
For the sinning. Back in the day when love was winning, it was just me and my 1 in 3 trinity of community, and this world was formless, pregnant, and yet empty. And we, like expectant parents on the day of a child's birth, were giddy with joy to give life worth and to fulfill the fullness from out of the dearth by creating the heavens and the earth. And so I spoke the words, like the lyrics to a song, gave right to the wrongs, gave light to the dawn. And it shined so bright that darkness could not hide, and I was satisfied of that brilliant array on that very first day, and it was good.
Alright, that was John Homan's Wordplay, and with special guest J.E., I don't remember the last name. And there was also Mr. Jake, of course, and he was at Wordplay also. Hey Jake, how you doing?
I'm fine, man. How you doing?
This is my vlog that I'm doing for my YouTube channel.
Okay. I got to find you on YouTube then.
Yep.
All right. I'm already on YouTube about 50 different times.
Okay.
Yeah, so look me up. I'm going to look you up when I get back on there.
All right.
Have a good night
look up
now.
Mr. Entertainer Chronicles. The Mr. Entertainer Chronicles.
Okay. All right.
And also Medical Mania. That's another series I'm working on.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
Well, actually, my most watched series is The Patient. It's called The Patient.
Okay.
So you might want to look me up on that.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yep. Okay, Entertainer Heads, you just met Mr. Wilson. He's a famous sculptor around here, and he's also a really good singer. And a poet too, of course.
I don't know what they're singing for. I done had some fun with Fred.
Yeah, and with Fred too.
Yeah, we just got a good artistic community around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so now, and I'm just glad all the folks take part.
Yep.
And we had a good crowd out tonight, so we off and running for the new year.
Okay.
All right. And thank you, man, for being you.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for being you.
All right.
Well, Entertainer Heads, you just heard from Mr. Jake, and I'll be closing off this vlog for tonight, and maybe we'll do some stuff tomorrow sometimes. Okay, Entertainer Heads, it's Saturday afternoon. Oops. And I'm back in Shipshawana, and I just had lunch at the El Burrito Mexican restaurant. Excellent. Last night at the Wordplay was probably the best nights I ever spent at Wordplay. I mean, there was so many people there, and so much so that I didn't even get to read any of my poems or anything. So I guess I have to wait until next month to do that sort of thing. I'm at Shipshawana to play with my folk music gathering that I go to once a month. And I'm not sure what else to say right now. Maybe I'll pick up this vlog later. Well, Entertainer Heads, that's all the time we've got in Shipshawana. So we're headed back to Entertainland for maybe a little bit of rest and possibly go to South Bend, or maybe not. I haven't decided yet. So we'll pick up the vlog from there, and maybe I'll wrap it up if I don't decide not to go to South Bend. How about that? Okay, Entertainer Heads, that's going to do it for this week's vlog. I decided not to go to the Get Down Saturday tonight, the St. Patrick's Day edition. But we've been rather busy all weekend otherwise. There was Wordplay Friday night, and then I went to Shipshawana today. So let's see what we're going to do next week, okay? But in the meantime, if you have a Facebook account, just give my Facebook page a like so you keep up on latest Mr. Entertainer news. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button right there if you're using a computer. Otherwise, just, well, subscribe. And until next week, don't forget to be entertained and be looking out for Medical Mania and other stuff coming up shortly, hopefully. Goodbye, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day.